Alright, YouTube, what's going on, bro? It's your boy Jose. Chat, this video is gonna be crazy. We are gonna be building a massive ass castle to cover up this entire storage room. We're gonna make it my new base, everything, bro. Woo! I'm excited. So we're gonna be making this castle mainly out of deep slate, quartz, deep slate quartz, pale oak logs, and then maybe like diorite is the. So we're gonna do like a whitish with like blackish style for this castle. We're gonna be pretty much covering up this entire storage room, and we're gonna be making like extending on the sides and the back to have more space, because I do want to build also like some super smelters and stuff like that. So yeah, all I'm gonna say, chat, is this episode is gonna be very long, so stay tuned, bro. Grab something to eat, bro. It's gonna be a good ass video. Biggest project yet in the world. I know we have the Japanese city, but this is gonna top it off. I'm gonna try to make this castle the best I can, bro. But yeah, we're gonna line out like how I'm gonna build it. So pretty much what I want to do, chat, is I'm gonna get like towers all around the outsides of. Pretty much, I'm gonna make some towers, like line out some towers around the outside of the farm, the auto sorter, and then we're gonna build a wall, and then we'll add more towers on top of the storage room. I know it sounds dumb, but you guys will understand what I mean. But first, chat, I kind of need to work on an outline of where I'm gonna make the exact entrance, and stuff like that. Where I'm gonna have the entrance, where I'm gonna have each tower. Yeah, chat, it's gonna be a long episode, so I hope you guys do enjoy. But first, we're pretty much just gonna line out where we're gonna build what, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're also gonna add sea lanterns in this. I think that's gonna be my main light source for this castle. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the roof yet. If we're gonna do deep slate, I was kind of thinking of doing dark oak. Dark oak would be nice. But yeah, we're gonna first just outline how I'm gonna build this castle. Alright, chat, we've pretty much done the entire outline of the outside of the castle. We're going to have a lot of towers, some square ones, some circle ones, as you guys can see, chat. All pretty much identical. So what I'm going to do, chat, what I have planned is we're going to raise these towers up. They're all going to be like textured. I'm going to be using diorite, polished diorite, pale wood, quartz and stuff like that. We're gonna pretty much do like gradients, like build up with like doing gradients, and then we're gonna get to a certain level, and then I'm gonna put a roof from here all the way around the entire like castle, entire perimeter, and then on that roof we'll build up more towers, like so we can have towers like coming out from the center of the building and everything, so it doesn't look dumb with just towers on the outside. But since the storage room is pretty high up, we have to build up, make a roof, and then on top of the roof, we'll connect more towers. So it looks like a literal castle, bro. It's going to be crazy, chat. Trust me. But yeah, we pretty much have the whole outline of the castle, as you guys can see. I might need to quickly change the grass into diorite. But yeah, look at how it's looking, chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue, chat. The hardest part is probably getting. Once we have the outline, bro, the rest is easy, bro. Alright, chat, so I think for the walls, bro, for the walls of this castle, I'm gonna go with deep slate bricks probably, and polished diorite. And I kind of want to do a pattern. I'm gonna outline how I'm gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna do like one deep slate and then one diorite, kind of like a checkered. I'll show you guys what I mean by that right now. Alright, chat, we've pretty much layered out the castle. As you guys can see, we did the checkered diorite with deep slate. Pretty much, these towers, I'm gonna do textures of diorite, polished diorite, like I said, pale logs and quartz, like going up. We'll do different like gradients, and then for the walls of the castle, we're gonna do pretty much just like a pattern of deep slate and polished diorite. I think it's gonna look very nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for the roofs of the towers, but we can officially start building up, chat. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just build up. And then we'll work on the floor. I'm just gonna build up pretty much just about like 3 or 4 blocks higher than the auto sorter. And then we're gonna do like a whole roof on top of the auto sorter, and then we can build more towers like in the center of the castle, if that makes sense. But first, we're just gonna start like building up these walls and the towers just about 3 or 4 blocks higher than the max height of the auto sorter. And yeah, this is gonna take very long, bro. But let's go ahead and do it. Like I said, we're gonna do the patterns on the walls, and then we'll do the gradients on the towers. This is actually gonna be the entrance right here, so we got all this space to work with still. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, chat. I'm gonna see if I can run a replay mod for this, because it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a little minute. But yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Alright, chat. I think what I'm gonna do, bro, is we're gonna build one tower first, like one of these big towers. I need to make it just about Y107, so I have to build up pretty much like 20 blocks up. So it's gonna be some pretty tall towers. We need to make all these towers taller than the entire storage room. And then on top of the storage room, we're gonna put a flat floor. We might do a design, but we'll see what we got going on, chat. But yeah, first I think I'm gonna do a little replay mod for this first tower, just to see how it looks. Then we can probably continue with the rest. But yeah, let's build one of these towers first, these big ones. And I'm probably gonna do like I said, a replay mod time lapse for this. Probably the best thing to do. Alright, chat, so we finished the first tower. I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. This is what it looks like right now. It's pretty tall, I'm gonna be honest. Perfect height. So I think what I'm gonna do next, bro, is I'm probably gonna do the rest of these big towers. So these are 5x5s. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm gonna try to work on all the circular ones first. Like this one's gonna be one. I'm gonna try to get all the circular ones done all around the entire outline of this castle. It's probably gonna take a little bit of grind, but yeah, we ended up doing many different layers. Pretty much gonna stick with like a white palette for the towers. We did diorite, polished diorite, calcite, pale stripped logs, quartz, white concrete powder, and then white concrete. So yeah, it's about 7 different blocks we have to farm. But yeah, I think the towers look nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But I think what we're gonna do next, chat, is we're just gonna fill up all these big towers, get them to the right level, and then we'll go from there, chat. I'll probably do a little replay mod time lapse for y'all boys. I still don't know what color I'm gonna use like for the roof of these towers. We'll see. But yeah, let's get it. Alright, chat, so we've pretty much built the front part, the front 4 towers. It honestly looks very nice, bro. Look at this. Just imagine with shaders, bro. We did the little replay mod time lapse, so I think I'm not gonna do a replay mod time lapse for the rest of the towers because there's just no point. I'm just building the same thing over and over again. But I'm gonna quickly build up all the big towers, the ones that are exactly the same size as these. I gotta do this one, that one, that one. So I gotta do like 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe I have to do like 8 more. But yeah, we're gonna build up these big towers first. And then we'll work on the little towers. There's like some other different types of towers we gotta build. But yeah, chat, it's looking very nice, bro. Let me know what you guys think. I still don't know what I'm gonna do for the roofs. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys once we got the big towers all built. Alright guys, so we officially finished like all the big towers, as you guys can see, of the castle. We pretty much only need the front little ones. Right here we got 4, and then we got 4 in the back, and then we got these on the sides, 2 rectangles pretty much. So I think what I'm gonna do, bro, I might make these on the sides the same height as the big ones, and then the ones in the front I'm gonna make a bit smaller, if that makes sense. A bit like less taller than these, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna quickly do like a little replay mod time lapse, bro. I'm gonna build like these first 4 just so you guys can see how we do the progress. Depending, like, we'll build it, and if it doesn't look nice, like if it's small, if I make it a little bit less taller than these, if it doesn't look nice, we'll fix the height and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little replay mod time lapse for this, bro, and then we'll just see how these little towers turn out. But we're gonna use the same color scheme and everything, and just hope it looks good, bro. Alright chat, so we just finished all the smaller towers in the front. Honestly, it looks amazing, as you guys can see, the 2 mini ones in the middle, and then these on the outside. I'm gonna quickly do this on the other side of the castle, and then the last thing we would have to do is just get these rectangular ones done. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly do these small ones in the front on the back side, and then I'll get back to you guys. We are nearly done with all the towers, bro. We are gonna add more towers like towards like the center of the castle and all that, but I won't do that just yet. I think probably after we get these towers done, I'll start working on building the walls, checkered walls with deep slate bricks and polished diorite around the castle. But yeah, let's quickly get the towers on the back side done. Alright chat, we are nearly done with the all the towers on the outside of the castle. We did the front ones first, and then now we just finished the back ones, as you guys can see. Last 2 towers we need to do is we need these 2 rectangular ones on the sides. I think I'm gonna try to do these just like a tiny bit shorter than these, than the big ones. Probably the same height as these, I think, is probably the ideal thing to do. Or I might, or I could just low-key do the same height as I did these. Probably I'm gonna quickly do these 2, and then after that we can finally start working on getting the wall built. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys once we do that. Chat, we have finished all the towers, bro. Look how crazy this looks, bro. Chat, look how many towers, bro. It's gonna be a fire castle. We're gonna do more towers as we continue with this castle, but now, bro, we are gonna start working on the walls of the castle, pretty much, if that makes sense. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do a replay mod for the first part. We'll probably do a replay mod for like the front part, where I'm gonna probably put the wall pretty much in the front part, and then we'll do the back part. But look how nice it looks. We are, like I said, we're gonna make a mountain thing under the castle, so pretty much gonna make it look like the castle is sitting on a mountain. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this front wall. I'll probably start from this tower all the way to this one just to see how it looks, and then we'll continue with the rest. But yeah, let's go ahead and start building this wall. Alright chat, so we made the wall in the front already, and it looks very nice. Look at this, chat. Pretty much like a checkered type wall. It looks kind of funky right now, but we will fix it up as we go. But honestly, I think it looks very nice. So I'm gonna just quickly do it around the entire castle, and then we will go on from there. I'm not gonna do a replay model though for that part, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys once we fully complete the entire wall. It's looking very nice, bro. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it looks nice, bro. Nice little checkered wall. Let me see what it looks like right here. Can't tell me that doesn't look nice, chat. Look at that, bro. But yeah, let's continue. Alright, chat. We have now just officially completed all of the walls, bro, of the castle. Look at this, chat. Let me come up here. You can literally see how all the walls are done. As you guys can see, it's all surrounded with wall now. So now what I want to do, chat, next thing we're gonna do is I kind of want to design like some archways kind of sticking out from the walls. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I kind of thought about doing something like this, chat, where we pretty much do something like that, chat. You guys see how it kind of makes like a little archway in a way? But I'm gonna try to design something right now, bro, that we can maybe make work. But yeah, I kind of want to do like some little archways just to kind of have it like be like the where I can just jump up and look around in the world. I feel like that would be nice. But let's see right now what we can cook up, bro. Alright, chat, so let's see how we can cook this up. So I think what I'm gonna do, bro, is I want to have like some stairs, kind of make it look like the platform is hanging on top of something. I kind of like the reason why I want to make these walls things sticking out, just to make it look like on top of these walls there's like another wall. It just makes it just gives the wall more texture, bro. It makes it look less plain, if that makes sense. And then we could, after that, we can like put a block on top of each stair like that. Probably do slabs on the gaps, and then we can do like some slabs like this, and then make these another full block bigger, kind of just like so I can just step up and like see the world. Like look and just imagine like flying to the castle and then turning around, you see this beautiful view, bro. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, chat, you guys kind of see how that gives it more like texture, that this little like wall thing coming out of the main wall. I think I fuck with that. So yeah, we're gonna quickly try to do something like that, chat, all around the entire castle, like the top of the walls, just to kind of give the castle a bit more texture. As we keep building the castle, we'll add more and more, but just to kind of get some stuff working out. You feel what I'm saying? Alright, bro, we finished the barriers, chat. Look at the walls all the way around. It looks, honestly, gives it a lot more texture to the walls. Look at that. See? Makes it look like a little archway pretty much just coming out here. This is what the sides look like. I honestly think it looks very nice, bro. This is what the back looks like. Pretty fire. I think what I'm gonna do next, bro, is I'm gonna get like some grass, and we're gonna like kind of like outline how I'm gonna build this roof. I think I want to make the roof maybe like 3 or 2 blocks lower than this wall, and then we're gonna pretty much make a massive roof, and then we're gonna outline like where the rest of the towers are gonna go, because there's gonna be like more towers and stuff, like, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna get some grass and just trying to like play around and get some little like, see how I'm gonna do this roof and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna put a whole roof here, then on top of the roof we're gonna build more towers going up to make it look like a full ass castle. Alright, chat, we pretty much just finished laying out. I don't know how I'm gonna do the floor. I was trying to work on the floor, but we laid out how we're gonna do the rest of the towers. So pretty much I laid it out here. As you guys can see, we're gonna have a center dome going up, probably gonna be the tallest part of the castle. Then we're gonna have some mini towers that are also gonna be somewhat tall, and then we're gonna have these 3 on this side and 3 on this side that are gonna be pretty much the same thing as these long ones right here, these big ones. And they're gonna be somewhat tall as well, but I think the tallest one is probably gonna be the dome. Now what I'm gonna do, bro, is I'm gonna try to lay out like some sea lanterns to see where we're gonna put like lighting and stuff, because we do need to have lighting up here. I think I'm gonna do like a quartz with sea lantern type floor for this floor right here, and then that should be about it. But yeah, let's keep working on this thing. I think it looks good. I think that's enough towers, bro. We're gonna have, like I said, 6 on the 6 big ones, 6 somewhat big. We're gonna make these all different heights probably, just to make it look like it's different types of heights and all that, and then the dome will be the highest part. I still don't know what I'm gonna do for these roofs of the towers. I'm thinking deep slate, but we could do something else. We'll see, bro. But bro, look how crazy the view is from the background, bro. I might have to build like something on this big ass mountain, bro. Cause bombo, look at this, bro. But let's go ahead and keep continuing. But this is what we got so far. I think doesn't look too bad, bro. All right, chat. So an idea I have, bro, for the flooring. I pretty much built one block up all the towers just so I don't lose like where I'm gonna place what. I think for like the floor of this second roof, I think I'm just gonna do like a different sections. We'll go like do something like this kinda, and then we can do like stairs. How would I do this? Like that. Like that, and then we can get like probably stairs going around like this maybe. Let's see. I could break like the corner stairs and then replace with the regular quartz blocks. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad actually. Do the same thing on this side. I'll go 3 blocks out. 3. Place a stair. And then get a block here. Block here. And then we'll do 2 stairs like this. Another block right here. I kind of low-key fuck with this. It kind of gives it like that, I don't know, it looks cool. I think we're gonna do some of these like all the way around, bro, and like then any gaps we have, then I could probably just like fill in with quartz. But we're gonna cover some of it up, like this little section here, and then see how it looks. All right, chat. So pretty much, bro, this is what we got right now. It's going so far, bro. For the flooring, I'm pretty much gonna do like this little quartz stairs with quartz blocks and sea lanterns in the middle. I'm kind of just gonna make this like pattern of like pathways all around the entire towers that we're gonna build after. So I'm pretty much just gonna do this, like design all the way around. I don't know what I'm gonna do for like these patches, chat. Like these, we could try like some ocean monument blocks, or we could try maybe some warped or deep slate patterns. We'll see. I don't really know what I want to do yet, bro, for these like these little holes here we have. But I'm gonna quickly connect more sea lanterns with these quartz, with this little quartz design thing, all around the entire roof, and then from there we'll see what we do to fill in these gaps, chat. But yeah, wait, let me a sec. All right, chat. So we have pretty much filled in all the lights for this floor. Look at how crazy this looks, bro. It's just a big glowing floor. It's all fully identical. The only problem, bro, is I want to fill in these gaps or these holes with like a different block. Like all these gaps here. I was going to do like quartz, but I kind of just want to do like something different, maybe. We'll see right now what we think of. I want to see if I can try like a different block, and if it doesn't look good, then yes, we just do quartz for everything. But that's what I'm going to try to do next, and then after that, we can work on these towers, bro. But I'm going to see if I can find a block or anything that might look nice for this floor. If not, we can just do quartz. But yeah, it's not looking too bad though. Look at all the light. Look at all the lighting, bro. I'm fucking with this heavy, bro. Chat. So I have right now, we have these 4 different blocks. We got prismarine bricks, deep slate bricks, and then regular pale wood. I think this is the 4 different palette colored blocks we have. So I'm gonna just try to pick. I'm gonna pick between one of these 4, and then that'll probably be the block I use to cover up this floor, bro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think though. Alright, chat, I think I have a decision, bro. We're gonna go with this one, the prismarine, bro. Honestly, I think it's probably the best looking one. It kind of matches the sea lanterns and everything like that. I didn't really want to do like a dark color. I think for the roofs of the towers, we're gonna do like some dark colors. So yeah, we're gonna go with this prismarine. Yo, peace out, Clouds. We're gonna go with this prismarine. So pretty much what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna fully fill the floor. All these holes here gonna get filled in with this regular prismarine. I'm gonna just get back to you guys once we do this. Holy fuck, we're about to fill up a lot of prismarine. We're about to put a lot of prismarine on this floor. So yeah, chat. We were literally okay. So we're trying to get the materials. We just found a full zombie with iron armor. I'm gonna see if I can trap it right now. I don't know if I have a name tag, but oh my god, what? All right, chat. So we do have a name tag somehow in my shulker box. I'm gonna see if I can try to trap this thing in here, bro. No. Oh my god, chat. We got him in here. Dude, what are the odds I just find a zombie with full iron armor, bro? What? Alright. I think I'm gonna name it something else, but for now we'll name it 4 dots. Alright, chat, we're gonna get back to the building right now, but someone wanted me to name him Felipe for some reason. There we go. His name is now Felipe. As you guys can see, look at him. We're gonna leave him here for now. When we have time, we'll put him somewhere more safe. But that's kind of nice, bro. Full enchanted, or a full zombie with iron armor. Nice. Alright, chat, we have officially finished the floor, bro. Look how insane this thing looks, bro. It looks fucking sick as hell. So now what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna work on the towers. We're gonna build up the towers, just probably like maybe 10-15 blocks higher than these. And we're gonna kind of have all these towers be at different, we'll have these on the side be the same height, but then we're gonna have these smaller ones all be like in different heights. Like these 3 and this 3 would be the exact same height, and then these other 10 are gonna be in different heights. And then the tallest part of the castle will probably be the centerpiece, which is going to be just like a big tower dome type thing. And I think for these towers, just because they're already high up in the air, we're going to start the towers with quartz, and then we'll use a white concrete powder and white concrete. So we're only going to do like 3 different blocks for this little texture, just so it kind of matches these towers. Because you guys can kind of see quartz. It goes up from quartz from this floor up. But yeah, there is zombie spawning, so that does mean we do need to do a little bit more lighting. We will work on that for sure. But now, bro, we're gonna build up these towers. I think I'm gonna work first on the side ones. These are not gonna be that high, but they're gonna be higher than these, and then we'll get going with the little ones, and then we'll save the dome for last. I'll do a little replay mod for this though. Alright, chat, we have finished almost all of the towers in the castle, bruh. As you guys can see, we're pretty much the only thing we are missing, bro, is this center part, which I think I'm gonna do like a dome, and it'll probably be max height, probably be about the same height as these 2 towers, which are the tallest towers in the castle, maybe like 2-3 blocks taller. But I think what we're gonna do, chat, is we're gonna save this dome for last, and we're gonna start pretty much adding the roofs to all of the towers. Obviously, something I will do, bruh, is you guys see the towers are pretty plain. Even with the roofs, bro, they're gonna look pretty plain. So I don't know if I'll do it in this episode, but at some point we'll add like decorations on the outside and stuff like that, so it looks more detailed. But yeah, so I have 4 roof designs. I pretty much have 4 different tower designs that I used in this for this castle. So I made up 4 different roof designs. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I think I'm probably gonna do like Matica with this, just for this part of the castle, just because I want to have like all the roofs have an identical roof, and I did pretty detailed roofs, and I don't want to I don't want one roof to be like different from another one, so I'm gonna use like Matic probably for this. But I fully built the roofs by myself in a creative world. I'm gonna show you guys right now the 4 options, the 4 different roofs we're gonna be using for this build. I'm pretty excited, bro, and then we should be able to start working on adding the roofs to all the. I think once we add pretty much all the roofs, bro, it's gonna look crazy, dude. All right, chat. So quickly, I'm gonna show you guys the 4 roof designs we have here. So okay, we're gonna have flags, dude. These are gonna be fire. This is the roof design I'm gonna use on the biggest towers that we have. Then we have this 5x5 square. We're gonna use this little design I managed to build. By the way, this one's gonna have end rods and everything, so it's gonna be kind of cool. Then we're gonna do this for the 3x3 tower. Pretty fire. No flag on these, only on the big ones. And then this is gonna be for the other tower. This one has a 3x3, but it also has a corner block. Look, I'm also working on this skyscraper, dude. But yeah, we're gonna use these 4 designs for the towers of my castle. I'm excited to try. I'm excited to put a roof on a tower, bro. It's gonna look sick. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the world. I'm gonna do a little replay mod time lapse of me. First, I'm gonna do one of just doing one tower, just building one of the towers, and then we'll see how it looks, and then we'll go on from there. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna do a replay mod. We're gonna build one tower right now, only one of the big ones, and we're gonna add a whole roof to it just to see how it looks, and then I'll probably do like a bigger replay mod time lapse for the rest. But yeah, let's cook. Alright, chat, pretty fast time lapse for that first tower, but honestly, dude, look at that, chat. Look how much of a difference, bro, it makes once we start adding roofs to the towers. It's gonna start looking like a fucking castle now, as you guys can see. Look at that first roof, bro. Look how much difference that just made, dude. So now just imagine all the roofs, all the towers with the roof, bro. It's gonna be fire. Now I'm gonna do a replay mod, bro, but we're gonna pretty much do. I'm gonna focus on building up all of the first outer towers. So we'll do the first ring all the way around. We'll build the towers. I think we'll do that first, and then we'll go in with the middle ones that we have right here, which are the more taller ones. But yeah, we're gonna do a little replay mod for y'all boys, a little time lapse, some nice. Hope you guys enjoy, bro. Yeah, this part's gonna take a lot of work, but let's go. Let's go ahead and build this castle, dude. And I'm excited to see how this turns out, bro. Alright, chat, so we were building the towers, bro, and we just managed to find a full golden skeleton, bro, on a spider. Apparently it's 1% chance. We're gonna see if I can try to trap him, bro. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get this guy trapped, though. He's just shooting constant arrows at me. Alright, let's try to do something here, chat. Chat, I really tried saving the skeleton on the spider, but it died. GG's. Alright, let's just continue building, bro. I'm not like, bro, I can never get these mobs, dude. So annoying. Alright, chat, we have officially finished putting all the roofs on the castle towers on the outside part of the castle. As you guys can see, this is the back side of the castle. We're gonna have it like all identical. So like these flags on the back are different than the ones in the front. And we got the front side as well done already, as you guys can see. It's starting to look fire, dude. So we do have this tower right here in the center of everything, right here, one here, and then one on the other side. Square tower. I'm gonna save those 2 towers for last. I don't know what I want to do with those yet. But now we have to work on this middle part. We're gonna get this part going. This should be a bit faster just because all the towers are small towers, so it's like some small roofs. We do got 6 of these though, which are just gonna be the same as this, but shouldn't be too long. For this part, we'll do another replay mod time lapse, I guess. But I should probably get this middle part done pretty fast, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and build. Once we get this, dude, we can start working. I think I'm gonna work on the dome first, maybe on this dome, and then we'll come back and work on these square towers. I don't really know what I want to do with these yet, chat, I'm gonna be honest, but we'll think of something. Alright, chat, we have finished almost all of the towers, bro. From a distance, this thing is looking like a massive castle now. And that's exactly the look I wanted. Look at this, dude. All them center towers are now done as well. We put flags on the far towers, and then these center ones, I made the same design as the big ones, like these, but no flag. The last two things we need to do, bro, is we need to fill in these 2 towers, these square ones on the side with the roof, and then we also need to work on this dome. But I think I'm going to save those 2 towers for last. I don't really know what I want to do with those yet. And I think we're going to start working on this dome. We're going to probably build it up. I want it to be just about the same height as the tallest tower, which is this one and this one. And then we'll design like a roof and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and build up. And try to design something crazy for this part of the build. This is going to be where the elevator is going to be located and stuff like that. Like I said, we're going to have an elevator, which is going to be pretty fire, so we can get up to this top floor of the castle. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and work on this centerpiece of the castle now. But yeah, chat, let me know what you guys think about this castle, bro. It's looking insane. Alright, chat, so I've designed a little decent dome thing for the center part of the castle. We're gonna do a little replay mod time lapse for this. Pretty much just has a bunch of quartz, concrete, and stuff like that, and it's gonna have a pretty nice double roof. I'm gonna do a little replay mod time lapse. Hope you guys enjoyed. This thing is gonna look sick, chat. Trust. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed time lapse. Alright, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed that replay mod time lapse. Chat, look at this, bro. So we ended up making like a dome, pretty much like a Greek type dome. I did make the roof different than all these other deep slate roofs, just because I kind of wanted to like I kind of wanted it to do like a little match with the floor of the castle. So that's why I did like this bluish type roof. It looks fucking amazing. Kind of like a little temple. I think something I'm gonna do, bro, is on all these towers at some point we'll add like a bunch of like very detailed design on the outside, and we'll probably use like a bluish palette, like these blocks right here, these type of blocks, to kind of get that going. But that'll probably be a different episode. The main goal for this first episode is just to get like the full structure of the castle done. But this looks nice. I didn't close the roof off. I left it open just because it looks sick. I have thought about maybe even putting my dragon egg here. I don't know how that would. I don't know if that'd work though. I don't really want to lose that. We can maybe even put it up here. Look, like up here. There's like a spot right here. Literally put it in the center in an ender chest or something. We'll see. But I fuck with these. Look at these pillars, bro. It looks amazing. Came out nice. And it does look very sick from a distance, chat. Look at this. Look at that, bro. Tell me that doesn't look nice. But yeah, next thing we're gonna do, bro, we need to do one more thing in the towers, bro, and that is these on the outside. I need to get this one done, and then also this one. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little replay mod. I already have a nice design for these 2 towers, so we're gonna cook it up. And after those 2 towers, we could start doing like some. After we get those 2 towers done, then we get to work on detail in this castle. One of the first things we do need to do is right here. I'm gonna make probably like an elevator to go up and down, so I can get down to the bottom of my automatic storage room. We do have all this space here to work with. If I want to place stroker boxes, stuff like that, random blocks, a lot of space. And I do plan on making let me show you guys what I mean. I want to maybe make like a room, bro. I think we have enough height between this floor and that floor to make like another separate, like very big quartz room. I don't know what we would use it for, obviously, but I've thought about it. Maybe it might be nice to do something like that, but we'll see what happens, chat. But now we're gonna do a replay mod time lapse. I'm gonna quickly build a nice little roof for these two towers. This one right here, and the one that's on the other side. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. It's gonna be fire, and yeah. Alright, chat, I kind of forgot to do the replay mod for these last two towers, but this is what we came up with right here, chat. We pretty much did like a deep slate roof, and then we just added like a little tower, kind of like we did on the dome at the very top. Pretty fire. I didn't really want to put flags, but look at it's pretty much, it has like some windows on the sides, and then also some right here. We will add more texture to the towers because they do look very plain at some point, but for now it doesn't look too bad. And then this is what it looks like from a distance. Pretty decent. Now what I'm gonna do, bro, is we're gonna start working on, for now we're gonna leave these towers. All the towers are pretty much done. We're gonna come in here, chat, and start working on this. I need to like start putting like floors and stuff, kind of covering up the storage room. And then we need to light up the area in the bottom because it is fully dark down there. And then also we have all this spare space too that I need to also put flooring and stuff like that. So we're gonna work on that probably next. And yeah, it's not gonna be too easy to get this stuff done in the bottom. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to match the flooring of down here with this. I feel like it would look nice, but we'll see, because we got all this extra space, all of this space, bro. I might even break these two rooms, like all this shit, and like make a different design and make it more cool and nice. I could probably just make it all white, like I've been doing with like the pale wood and all that type of stuff. But yeah, now we're gonna work on that. And yeah, let's see what we can think of. Maybe. God, I'm literally just building, bro. Look at that, full iron zombie on a fucking zombie horse. What? Oh my fucking days! How do I get that in my house? How is that even possible? Yo! Alright, chat, I somehow got it trapped inside of my house. Bro, we cannot get rid of this, bro. Look how insane it looks. And its armor's enchanted too. I'm gonna try to build like a cage right now over here, like on the outside. I'm gonna try to build a little cage right now, bro, and try to get this guy trapped inside of the cage, bro, because this looks sick, dude. That's a pretty rare find right there. No cap. Alright, let's see how I'm gonna work this out. Oh yeah, I gotta cover this up. I can trap him right here, bro. Oh fuck, how do I get down there though? Here, let's do this actually. Can he hit me from here? Oh. He fucking died, bro. Oh my fucking days, bro. Whatever, bro. Like, bro, how am I supposed to trap that? Fuck's sake, bro. Fucking course, bro. Horsey dies. Alright, that sucked, dude. We weren't able to get that fucking... Dude, that was so nice, dude. It's fine, bro. At least I'll keep this zombie horse, I guess. I put a name tag on him for now. Tied him up. He's good to go. Dude, I need to start making, like, spots where whenever I find something, I can, like, automatically, like, right away place it, bro. I don't know how the zombie was taking damage, bro. I genuinely don't. But, GG's, bro. G fucking G's. Whatever, bro. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is we'll start building like the floor on the bottom part of the castle. And I think I'm gonna just do the exact same thing I did with the floor up here, where we're just gonna do quartz with the quartz stairs and then the sea lanterns. I think that's probably the best idea, just because it looks nice, bro, and also for the lighting. So I think I'm gonna just do this design probably down here. So I think I'm gonna start maybe on the edges, like where we don't have this grass. You feel what I'm saying? And then we'll build into this storage room and all that type of stuff. And then we'll see how we do that. But I think we could start off by getting the lighting done on by getting this like floor done on the edges, maybe. I think that's a good place to start. No cap. Alright, chat. So we've done pretty much this for the floor on this side, and we've done about this much. Pretty much the same thing on both sides. So I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get rid of these two auto sorting or hand sorting rooms that I built. I don't really like these rooms, bro. I don't like the walls either. I think I can cook something up, and I think we should try to make this room just look a bit more similar to like the prismarine and like the whitish type colorway we've been going with. I feel like the spruce wood just doesn't match what I'm working with. So I'm gonna get rid of all of this, bro, and rebuild it. But I'm gonna try to rebuild something else. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna get rid of everything, like these two rooms, and then we'll like try to cover up the storage room a bit. Try to cover up the auto sorter a bit. Maybe put some floors with like some sea lanterns, some nice little colorways, and then we can keep working on like all this room we have. I feel like we should like cover the auto sorter. Once we have all that out of the way, all the extra space is just for me to build whatever I want, you know? So yeah, let's quickly get rid of these two rooms, bro. I don't really like this deep slate with andesite and spruce wood. It just doesn't look good, bro. Alright, chat, so we are working on the castle. So there's a thunderstorm out of nowhere, and I was just flying around and we find another enchanted zombie, bro. So I'm gonna try to get this guy back to my base and try to trap him in somewhere. This is like the third guy we find in one day, bro. I'm gonna just try to get him try to take him back to my base and just try to trap him probably. He has, I think all of his armor is enchanted. It looks enchanted. It's like glowing, so should be enchanted, I think. Alright, let's get him back to the base real quick. Alright, chat, we got him trapped, bro. For now, we're just gonna give him a random name. There we go. Look at him, chat. I'm gonna put a sea lantern there for now, but alright, let's continue with the castle. That's nice, bro. It's another rare mob, another iron mob. Nice. Alright, chat, so I'm pretty much done clearing out these rooms, bro. As you guys can see, we now have all this space. We put sea lanterns just for temporary lighting. But now I think what I'm gonna work on next, chat, is I think I'm gonna start building like some nice little walkways for the storage rooms. So like we can do maybe like a walkway right here, and then another one like for the second part of the storage room, because I don't think we're gonna be tall enough. I think it's too tall for me to reach from this level to this level of chest, so I'm probably gonna have to make two separate levels for this part of the like storage. So I think we're gonna work on some storage walkways, and then we also are just gonna mainly work on covering up this auto sorter and leaving as much space as possible, free space to have for just mainly the castle. So I'll probably cover up the auto sorter first, and then we can start decorating the exterior as much as we can. I mean the interior. But yeah, let's go ahead and cover up the storage room and kind of make like a nice little walkway for like the chest area and stuff like that. Alright, chat, so we worked on a little design, bro, for the auto sorter. We worked on one room, and this is what we were able to figure out. Honestly, looks very nice. We pretty much just did a bunch of quartz stairs so we can open chests easily, quartz pillars. Then we use a lot of like prismarine, and then prismarine bricks, sea lanterns. Put some crafting tables here so I can craft stuff whenever I need to. And it honestly looks freaking sick. We did a nice little prismarine roof as well. Doesn't look too bad. I was gonna make two floors, just because these chests are a bit higher, but shouldn't be a problem to like be able to. I can just jump like that and then boom, open the chest. So I don't think making a second roof here in the storage room is a problem. Now, chat, I'm gonna just quickly build this little storage room design on these other two hallways here, and then we'll go on from there. I don't know what I'm gonna do here for this. Like, I don't know if I should make a staircase coming down or something. I do plan on the other side though. I'll probably make like a nice little fantasy staircase so I can come down and access this part of the castle. But first we're gonna focus on getting this room thing built on these other two hallways, and then we'll go on from there, chat. But let me know what you guys think. I think it looks very cool. Alright guys, after a while, bro, we have finished all three hallways. As you guys can see, they're all fully completed. So I think what I'm gonna do, bro, is for the end of the hallways, we're gonna have staircases coming down so I can go out to other parts of the castle. But I think now what we're gonna work, bro, on is trying to make like a center hall here, make something decent, just make it look nice, cover this all up, maybe put like I don't think I'm gonna do stairs coming down. We'll probably just have a straight floor, continue it that way. It'll be nicer, I think. So we're gonna try to design like a little hallway here in the front. And yeah, I think I'm probably gonna try to use the same colorway I've been using with the prismarine and quartz and stuff like that. And I think it'll look nice. But any extra space we have, bro, I'm gonna try to turn it into like small rooms, even if it's like for dumb stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go ahead and try to make like a small little center hallway here and start covering up this all these hoppers and stuff, get them out of the way. Alright, chat, after some designing, bro, I was able to create this, bro. Doesn't fully match, but it like almost does. We just pretty much built pillars, or we just try to make this little floor design with prismarine and sea lanterns, a little bit bigger than this size we made here. And then we made it pretty much like a little center circle thing. You guys can see how there's like a circle and stuff, and we pretty much did this. So right here is gonna be the chests with extra materials that don't get sorted, and then these two chests are gonna be the chests that put everything in the auto sorter, and then this chest is gonna hold empty shulker boxes, just in case there's like extra and I want to store them somewhere. That's a place to store them. But it's looking pretty nice. Now what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna build up and start covering. We're gonna start pretty much just covering the room up. So we're gonna maybe make like some walls here going very high up. Same thing here, and then we'll do the same thing over here. And I might leave like a little opening so we can make a staircase to come down to come into this section of this castle. And then I'll probably do the same over here, have a little room to go down to come to this section of the castle. So now we're gonna work on getting some walls up, just pretty much building up some walls so we can start covering some of these hoppers. The main goal right now is to just try to cover up all the storage room stuff, the redstone stuff, but decorate it nice as we cover it up. So yeah, we're just gonna start building up with quartz. I'm just gonna build up, and then as we build up, we'll try to texture out the quartz and stuff like that and add some design to it, so it's not just plain white quartz, you know what I mean? But yeah. Alright, chat. So we finished the hallway pretty much, kinda. We put this quartz bricks wall for now. We got our chest to drop the items into the auto sorter. This chest is for extra items that come out of the auto sorter, and then this is the chest to hold all empty shulkers. We finished this little hallway. This is gonna be like the center of the storage room, and then we also have some staircases that I just made to get around to other rooms. You guys can see pretty far, pretty nice. So I think now what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna quickly build a roof over this center part of the storage room, and I think I'm just gonna probably do the exact same thing we did for the floor of the castle. For this part of the storage room, we're just gonna literally just copy this for the roof, and I think it'll look nice. Pretty sure it should look nice, chat. But yeah, let's quickly do that next. All right, chat, after a bit of grind, bro, we have finished pretty much like the inside of the auto storage. As you guys can see, we added the floor, we added a roof to this, pretty much the same thing as the bottom. As you guys can see, it looks freaking sick. We added some more sea lanterns around, hanging off of quartz pillars to give it some more lighting and stuff like that. But all the rooms are done, bro. As you guys can see, it looks amazing. Look at this. I think now what we're gonna start doing, bro, is we're gonna I think we should start making some staircases coming out of the storage rooms, so I can access like all these different sides to the castle. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. We got these done as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and design some staircases for these exits, I guess. And then we'll also, I'm gonna put like some pale signs or something, just so I know like what's what. Like this is gonna be like the trash. These two are to send items into the auto sort, and then this one's to hold all empty shulker boxes and stuff like that. But it's looking sick, bro. Alright guys, we pretty much have the auto storage done. We added some staircases, pretty fire. Just some quartz pillars and sea lanterns. I did the same for this side. We already have like a little door entryway for the back part of the castle. And then we got the other staircase over here on this side. And then this is gonna be the main entrance. So I think, bro, we might make like a little staircase from here, like going up there, just so I have like another entryway to the storage room. And then I guess we can start maybe building a nice little wall design here along this edge, just so we can start covering up this what is it called, just so we can start covering up this storage room, I think. So I think I'm probably gonna start making like a little wall. I kind of want to do it maybe all the way along, so like maybe start from this corner and go all the way to the other corner. I don't know what blocks I would use, but I think I kind of want to do that, and just make a full massive wall. You feel what I'm saying? But right now I'm gonna see what I'm gonna cook up, chat. But it's not looking too bad, bro. Alright, chat, I think what I'm gonna do, bro, we've kind of made up a little design, bro. We're gonna pretty much just do some pillars. We're gonna be doing this with some quartz stairs and then calcite. We're gonna do like pillars, and then in between each pillar we're gonna have like this little wall design I created with prismarine and sea lanterns. Pretty fire. And I think I'm probably gonna do this all the way around the castle. Probably just build this, I mean, not all the way around the castle. We're gonna do this like all the way around the auto sorter, it's just pretty much just to clear up the auto sorter, if that makes sense. We also have this little, this is a temporary staircase. I'll try to make it a lot better. But yeah, I think we're gonna build these pillar things probably around the entire auto sorter, just because I want to get the auto sorter covered up, and then we'll go on from there. But yeah, we're about to build a lot of pillars and a lot of walls pretty high up. I have to build it super high just because I need to cover the top of this auto sorter. Like, I literally want no hoppers, none of that showing. But let me know what you guys think. I think I think I'm probably just gonna go with this. Doesn't look too bad. And yeah. Alright, chat, so we've done a lot of progress. We've finished. We put all these pillars and walls in the front part of the castle, as you guys can see. And it looks pretty nice. Pretty fire. So now what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna start building these same like pattern of pillars right over here. I already have it all laid out where the pillars are going, where the prismarine is going. And then we're gonna leave this little square here. And I think after we build the walls, I think in this square, like from there to this corner, and from this corner to the wall over there, we're gonna try to build like a little like balcony thing, like a little pillar, like some smaller pillars going up, but they're not gonna be as high as the ones that we're building over there, those massive ones. And then I'm gonna do like some stairs and stuff, some like curved stairs to get to the top. Cause I think up here, maybe up here where all the pillars are gonna meet, I might put like a little floor just so we can have like a little bit of space here, I guess, to access. Like some nice space up here would be nice, like a little bit of more space, you know what I mean? And then we'll go on from there. But yeah, I need to build all these pillars, bro. I already have them all laid out where I'm gonna build them and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly build a lot of pillars. There's like maybe like 30 more pillars I gotta build. But it's looking, chat, it's looking nice, bro. Let me know what you guys think, bro. I think these pillars right here, this shit is looking nice. After we're done, we're gonna need to make like a nicer entrance here, maybe. Definitely a better staircase. This staircase is kind of funky. But yeah, it's looking very, very nice, bro. Alright, chat. So we have pretty much surrounded the entire auto sorter with these walls, as you guys can see. Pretty much we just did some pillars with some prismarine walls. So what I'm thinking, bro, is along this square, we're gonna have, you guys see how there's a square of grass here? I want to make like a rim going up like maybe 5-6 blocks, and kind of make like a little like balcony type thing, and then have like some staircases, maybe like curved staircases going up, maybe one from here going up and this one going up, and then having like a balcony thing, and then have like another like floor section like 5-6 blocks from this block right here. I think would be nice. But I think what I need to do is I need to build some smaller walls along this edge, stuff like that, and then we'll build like some pretty much just like a big balcony thing, and then we'll have like a floor, and then we'll be able to build more stuff on top of that. And I also think I'm gonna probably block off the top of the auto sorter. I think I could block it off and probably fit like a four block room, pretty big room actually. We'll see though. But for now, we're gonna pretty much just make like a line. We're just gonna make like a wall kind of around this grass, but it's not gonna be as tall as these pillars. It's probably gonna be like only like 5-6 blocks. And yeah, we'll go on from there, chat. But it's not looking too bad, bro. You know. Now that I'm married, I focus more on like other stuff. But like when I can, you know, I do hop on. Occasionally running with the boys and stuff like that. I do have a YouTube. I actually stream on there. I stream on there while I stream on TikTok. But the only thing that sucks about YouTube, bro, is whenever I'm streaming on YouTube, I don't really tend to listen to music, because I get copyrighted, bro, and I don't want to get like strikes on my channel because I have a lot of videos and stuff. What the fuck? Chat, my castle just got struck. Look at that. I hear a horse. Oh my god, chat. What are the fucking odds? Alright, chat. Something just fucking... My castle got like hit by like a thunder strike, bro, or a lightning strike, and it spawned for the first time in my world these skeleton horses, bro. There's 4 of them, but I have no idea how I'm supposed to trap these, bro. Fuck. Alright, chat, we actually got very lucky. I managed to save 3 of them with the skeleton horse and the skeleton on top of the horse. We got 2 boxes up here with both on the skeleton horse, and then we have another one box up there. One of them did unfortunately die because I do have thorns 3 on my armor, but I mean we still got a nice little skeleton horse. We got all of them name tagged, which is very nice. At some point we'll make like a nice little like a cooler box for them, I guess, to have them like stored as like, I don't know, as like just things, just achievements. But for now they're gonna be stuck in these little boxes for a while. But yeah, I'm actually happy, bro. That was very random. I've never actually had skeleton horses spawned in a world before, so that's very nice. And right now this is what the current progress is of the inside chat. We're working on this first balcony. The wall design looks pretty fire. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys once we've fully finished one side, so you guys can see how it's gonna look and all that stuff. Dude, and there's a thunderstorm going on right now. Alright, chat, we've managed to find another mob, bruh. Apparently a baby zombie, bruh, with full gold armor is very rare. Dude, what's going on right now, chat? I just have like the greatest luck right now. I'm gonna try to kill this zombie so I'm gonna try to get this little baby zombie trapped in here real quick. Alright, chat, baby zombie is stuck. We're gonna name tag him. Fuck, how do I even get to him? I think if I go on this... There we go, he's name tagged. He'll stay here for a while. Come back for you, brother, at some point. But alright, let's continue on the castle, bro. Nice, we got a couple of nice rare mobs, bro. Hell yeah, let's go. Yo, chat, we're literally going crazy, bro. Yo, I keep getting distracted, bro. We just managed to trap another zombie, bro. He has full. I don't know if it's fully enchanted, but he has full iron armor. The zombie with the gold armor isn't that crazy. I'm probably not gonna name tag him. I'll probably just let him despawn. But the iron zombie, bro. Yeah, I'm keeping that, bro. So I'm gonna get a name tag real quick. We're just gonna it'll be just like a temporary name tag. There we go. This gold zombie will probably die, but I mean I don't care, bro. I'm just here for the iron zombie. But dude, how many fucking zombies? How many like nice, cool, rare mobs are we finding, bro? We're actually finding a fuck ton. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on the castle, chat. Alright, chat, so we've done this so far, bro. We've done this little nice wall design around this side of the castle, and we also did the same on the other side over here. But now what we're gonna work on, bro, is we're gonna get a little floor going here. I'm probably gonna put a floor here, and then we'll put a roof, and then kind of just make this like a little small room. You guys will see what I mean. But first, I need to cook up a little floor design for this part of the castle. I think I have a decent idea of what I'm gonna do here. So yeah, let's just quickly cook up a floor and see what we can make. But I'm probably gonna do like prism rain and stuff like I've been doing. Chat, I'm working on this floor right now, bro. You're not gonna believe it. There's a zombie, a golden baby zombie on a chicken, bro. What are the odds of that? What the fuck, bro? Should I try to capture that? Dude, that's kind of fire, actually. Alright, chat, so we somehow managed to trap this chicken jockey. It's pretty much a full baby zombie with gold armor, and it's on top of a chicken. I don't have name tags, bro, but he is holding an item. So I'm gonna try to attempt to go to the base real quick to get a name tag. I'll come back. We're gonna just hope he's alive, bro. If he's not alive, then GG's. But we're just gonna hope he's here, bro, when we come back. Alright, chat, I've got the name tag. Let's pray this dude is still here, bro. If not, we are cooked. Chat, I don't hear a chicken. Wait, what? The chicken's dead? No! How'd the chicken die? Bro. Fuck's sake, bro. Bro, I swear to I have the worst luck, bro. How does the chicken die, bro? Bro. Alright, chat, so it's looking good. The progress, this is what we've done so far. So pretty much we have finished this first side of the castle. We've put this like little floor design on top. It's gonna be like a little balcony thing, as you guys can see. You can look down. So I think what I'm gonna do here probably is I'm gonna make like a curvature staircase, and maybe like starting from here and then curving up to this top of the pillars here in the very corner. And then I'm probably gonna make another floor, probably just around just to block the top off of this auto sorter, and then we'll have like more space up here to do other stuff, I guess you can say, in a way. But this part's almost done. We just need to build a little staircase, pretty much like a curvature, nice looking staircase starting from here, and it'll curve up and go to the very corner of those two pillars. Pretty nice. Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna use this to put a lot of stuff here and stuff like that. And then this is what the inside looks like. I don't know if I should close this off or leave it like open, maybe like a small opening just so I can get in. Now I'm not really sure yet what I want to do with this here, but you kind of walk inside, and then we did the same little floor design we did up here for down here, but then we just did a different roof. We put some slabs, and this actually fits a lot of stuff in here, so we might use this for something. And then I put some like temporary pale stripped logs. I don't know what I'll do with this, all these quartz walls. We can add stuff and all that, but yeah, we'll see. For now, I'm gonna leave this little door here, and we do also need to make at some point in this episode, we have to make a little door. Here, let me show you what I mean, guys. We have to make a little, so we made this 2 little doors, and I'm gonna try to make like a little entrance, so I can make this like another entrance to get into this secret room that's under, you know what I mean? We'll see what we can cook up, but It's looking pretty nice. I think what I'm gonna do next, bro, is we'll rebuild all this that we just built, like the floors and stuff, over on this side, because you guys see this side still needs to do we still need to do the flooring on this side. I think we do the flooring and then the roofing, and then we come back and then we'll start working on some curvature stairs. Like I said, we're gonna have a big curvature stair here coming from here curving up to this pillar, and then we'll have another one over here, probably like in the middle curving up, and then pretty much the stairs just meeting each other. I guess that makes sense. And then up here we'll have like another floor. It'll be nice, bro. But yeah, we're gonna continue building. And I'm probably just gonna right now. What I'm gonna do, chat, is we'll build. We just build here this roof with the floor. We'll build it on the other side, and then we can start working on the curvature staircases. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, bro. Does it look nice? And yeah, let's continue building, bro. Chat. So we just finished this other section of the castle. We've got this room done, and now we have this other one over here done, as you guys can see. So now, chat, what I'm gonna do, bro, is we're gonna try to design like a nice little curvature staircase. I want to build a curvature staircase, like starting maybe from here, going up to up here. I think up here we're gonna add some more flooring, like on top of this auto sorter, just to have some more space for stuff. So I want to add like another floor up here maybe, and then we also need to build another like curvature staircase, kind of like similar to that one, but just on this side. So right now we're going to try to design a nice little staircase. I want to make it pretty fire. So we're going to see what we can think of. But I want to make like a very cool looking curvature staircase. But we'll see what we can cook up right now, chat. Alright, chat. So I kind of have an idea of like how we can make this staircase thing work. I'm kind of thinking we do something maybe along the hands like this. Get rid of this. There we go. And then we can like go up maybe 1 or 2 blocks, and then we can do a triple, then we'll do like a 4, and then we can start like, this is where we start making the staircase go a bit higher, maybe like that, and we'll redo the same thing on this side. How's that looking, bro? Alright. How does this look? It looks pretty curved. It looks like it's curving up, you know? And then how does that look, chat? I kind of need to make this like, yeah, like something like that. I think would be nice. Like here. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. How's that looking? Here, I think this works. But yeah, I think I need to make it like a tad bit wider. So let's quickly change this form up. Alright, chat. So I think I've designed a pretty nice looking staircase. As you guys can see, we did a little L-shaped staircase. I'm gonna make it I honestly kept it very simple, bro. I don't want to go too crazy. We use some Ed rods, soul lanterns, pretty fire, just so I can get up here, access this top floor. It honestly looks very nice. And then we also made like this little entryway. Some extra space in here, as you guys can see. Very nice. But now we're gonna work on this top part. I think up here we're gonna build like another floor, and I think up here on top of this floor, bro, is where we're gonna build a elevator so we can get to the main part of the castle, which is gonna be up here where all these towers are at. But yeah, let's go ahead and work on this next. We're probably gonna make a big, massive floor up here. Alright, chat, so I've kind of just did a little bit of layering and stuff, and we kind of have like a little design going. I think what I'm going to do for this floor, bro, we're honestly just going to do the same design that we did down here, up here. It honestly came out perfect, bro. So we have perfect 3x3 squares. So I'm just gonna do this design we did here for up here. We do have this centerpiece though. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe we could put a beacon here, or maybe even my dragon egg like in the middle of this square thing. And right here in this the big main tower, I'm gonna build like an elevator so I can go up and down from this level of the castle to the main level where we have all of like the towers, you know what I mean? But first we're gonna quickly just fill up all these floors, and then we'll work on a little elevator design and probably put it like in the center of this tower, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, first I'm gonna fill up these little squares all the way around. We got this side done, this side as well, and then the back side over here. Fill it all in with prismarine and sea lanterns, and then we'll work on the elevator next. But it's looking nice, chat. Alright guys, so I've done this so far. We put this little pyramid thing here in the center part of this top floor, just because I can't make it like the same height as this floor here, just because of this elevator that kind of goes a little bit more high up. But we've got all this floor figured out, as you guys can see. I don't know what I want to do with this little pyramid thing we got going on here, but we'll think of something right now. Next thing I'm gonna do is I have like I'm gonna put like a bunch of walls on this like edge, all around all these edges over here too. Like on this side I'll put some walls with some pale fences, maybe like a little nice looking design, just so it's like a bit more safe. And I'll probably only leave this side open, obviously, so I can access this staircase. So I think next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna make like a little wall, pretty much just going along the edge of this floor up here. And then after that, we'll start working on an elevator. I want to build an elevator in the center of this big tower here, and we're also gonna start covering up these little tower holes and like put some floors and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna leave this roof the way it is like that. I think it looks nice. In the future, bro, if we want to make it look nice, then we'll make a little design and stuff like that. But I think for now, I think this doesn't look too bad. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add like some walls and stuff here, and then we'll work on an elevator next. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this next. We'll see. All right, boys. So we've put some walls with pale fence gates, and then we put some little end rods all around this section. So this section is pretty much done. We got this middle thing still to work on, but we'll see what we do. And then obviously we got the staircases coming down. Now what we're gonna do, bruh, yo, thank you for the rails, my boy. I'm gonna start covering up this thing here, and then we're gonna leave 2 holes perfectly in the center, so we can build some elevators. I'm gonna build 2 elevators, one to come up and one to come down, so I can have access to this top floor of the castle. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that next. We're trying to design a little roof design up here, and then we'll get some elevators built, so we can have some access from this floor to the main floor up here. So let's go ahead and do that next. I think I'm gonna first we'll probably fill in some of the floor in with the same floor design I've been using, and then after that we'll go ahead and design the elevators and stuff like that. All right, this is what I got so far, chat. I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna probably cover up all these holes here with prismarine, with this type of prismarine, something like that. And I'm gonna probably leave these 2 holes here, and then we'll have one hole be to go up and one hole to be to go down. But I think what I'm gonna do for the tunnels, bro, is I'm gonna make them out of white glass. I think white glass would be nice, just so it's kind of like a see-through type color. You guys know how you guys can see through white glass, so I think that would be nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and build like some white glass tunnels, and then we'll work on getting the water and stuff in here. Alright, so we've kind of designed the elevator here. As you guys can see, we did it out of white glass, and then we put some what are these called? Some signs, that way the water doesn't flow out, and pretty much one of these will shoot us up, the other one will shoot us back down to the first floor. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly add the water, and we'll add the seaweed, or the kelp I meant, and then we'll make the elevator start working. I'll get back to you guys once I quickly do that, but it's starting to look very nice, chat. We're nearly done with the castle. Just a couple more things we need to do after this, but yeah, let's quickly get these elevators working. Alright, chat. We've got the elevator done. As you guys can see, this side pushes me down. Pretty fire. And then this side pushes me up. As you guys can see. So it shoots me up very high because I have soul speed on my boots. But we're done with this part of the castle, bro. The elevator's done. But now what we're going to do next is all these towers, bro. We got to add some flooring to them. As you guys can see. So we're going to quickly start adding like doors like this, like a 3-way high door, and then we'll start fucking putting the floors and stuff. Try to finish this up right now, chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and work on these floors real quick for all these towers, because you guys can see, if you guys come down here, you can see all these holes. We need to put floors. So yeah, we're gonna quickly do that next. All right, chat. So I've pretty much filled up all the towers on the very bottom of the floor. They all have floors now. And we come up here, chat, to the elevator, and all the towers up at the top now have a floor as well. So you guys can see we got little door designs, like a thing. I'm gonna just have these little door designs like I have like the 3x1 just for now, temporary. But every single tower pretty much has roof and a floor now on the inside. And we've got doors everywhere to access, and now we have, obviously, we got the elevator built. But now what I'm gonna work on, bro, I'm gonna save this for last. This little hole here. What I need to do next, bro, is I need to cover this front part of the auto storage room. Pretty much get some walls going around here, and then a little roof up at the top, just so I can clear and cover this side and this side of the auto storage. We don't really want to see this redstone stuff on the sides. So I'm gonna quickly cover this all up. But we're nearly finishing. We're nearly like almost done with the castle, and it's looking very nice. The roof is all done. It's looking good, bruh. But yeah, next thing we need to do, bruh, is just cover up this front part, because there's still like some opening and stuff here. So yeah, let's go do that next. All right, chat. We've pretty much built the entrance of this castle to the auto storage room. I think it looks nice. As you guys can see, that's what we built. I think for now we'll just keep this staircase. It's honestly, not too bad. So what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna work on these entrances here, chat. We got 3 of these to cover up. I don't know how I'm gonna cover these up, but we'll think of something right now. But yeah, we're gonna cover up 3. We got one here, one over here, and then one on the other side over here. So we're gonna try to cover these up. Just so we don't see all this redstone stuff here, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got the entrances to the auto sorter on the sides done. We just did some prismarine, some quartz, little like quartz arched roof with some prismarine, some white glass, and then some soul lanterns. We got the staircases done. This side we closed it all off, as you guys can see. All 3 sides are fully now done. So all we have left to do, chat, to finish this episode is we have to work on this top part. I think I'm just gonna make this like another floor right here. Probably just make another floor, and then I don't know what I'll use it for. At some point we'll maybe put a beacon up here or something, and then after that we got these 2 staircase entries. We're gonna break some room around here so I can have like another entryway into these other secret rooms we got here. So I'm gonna quickly work on this top part up here, chat, and then after that we'll get the little entryways on the bottom done, and then that should be about it for the episode. So nearly done, bruh. All right, chat, we finished this top part of this castle right here. I just put this temporary floor for now. Maybe in the center, bro, we can put our dragon egg at some point. I don't know. I'll see what I use this floor for. But I think for now, we'll just leave it like this. So the last thing we can do, bro, before we can finally call an end to this first part of this mega castle that we've built, that honestly has turned out amazing. Just have to make a little doorway entry here in this castle. I think I'm just going to probably just break these sea lanterns. And then like make a little like doorway here. like a little tunnel pretty much for both sides. Alright guys, so we did this little entry. Doesn't look too crazy, but it's fine. You kind of just come through this doorway. We got some flooring, some soul lanterns, and then you come right into this nice little room where I can have stuff. But I think this entryway looks nice. Let me know what you guys think. We did the same thing on this side right over here. Alright boys, after about a month of working, bro, I can now say we have finished the first part of this castle, bro. The whole interior is pretty much done, bro. So we are gonna do a part 2 at some point in this Minecraft Forever World series, where we will do like some super detailed decoration. As you guys can see, like some of the towers and stuff are still somewhat like plain. So the towers do need some decoration, but I think this is it for now, chat. We've got the whole interior done. There will be a part 2 to this series at some point. It probably won't be in the next episode. Yo, thank you for the 4 roses, but there's gonna be a part 2 series for this, and I know the castle is floating. We will have an episode where we will build a mega custom mountain under the castle, so pretty much make it look like the castle is on top of a mountain. Fully custom built mountain that we're gonna be building at some point as well. But for now, we can say we have finished this castle. It honestly looks amazing. I think I did a great job. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, bro. And give me any ideas, bro, for the details or stuff like that, because at some point we will be coming back to this castle to do some very nice detailed decoration. We got the elevator here. We've got all these different floors, all these different rooms, staircases, all these different types of rooms. We got all these different types of space to work with. This is not gonna be my new base, my new mega base. And let me know if things to add in this castle, chat. But I can already say, bro, this first part of the castle is now complete. We now have a fully built mega castle, which is gonna be my new main base. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Y'all, hope y'all boys enjoy this insane episode, and peace out.